But yeah, man, like the hardest part of camp is done now, which is the weight. It's not easy making weight, bro. Like I think that's the part that boxers hate the most. Cutting all down to our fight weight, and then um, it's not easy, but you gotta be disciplined enough. Gotta know how to do it properly, and also it should be a lifestyle. So after this fight, I'm making it a lifestyle, bro. But eat clean, not just when I'm in camp, but when I'm not in camp as well. So yeah.
And what's it like being making weight here in Osaka in particular?
I mean, right now it's been awesome because it's hot now. Yeah? It's summer here, so I sweat easily. Yes, it's hot here, bro. This is one of the hottest countries I've been after Saudi Arabia as well. But it's hot. But like I think that's why I made weight so easy because of the weather. Yeah.
Yeah. And for you, obviously going into another big fight, what's the feelings like the day before the weigh-in?
I mean, I've been visioning about the fight, having visions of the fight, picturing myself in there. Um, like I picture how the fight is gonna go inside my head, and that's how I beat him the first time. So I am calm now. The nerves are gone. The anxiety is gone. Cause I put in the work and I know who I'm fighting. Um, I know how he's gonna come at me, and I know how I'm gonna react when he comes at me. I just can't wait for Saturday, bro. Like I just can't wait for Saturday. Like I'm really happy that camp is done and we're almost on fight day.
Because we haven't seen Tomoki since we've been here. Do you think, the face, the stare down, everything like that's going to be quite intense?
Nah, I think I'm gonna enjoy that, cause I'm gonna beat him, bro. Like, I'm literally gonna beat him. Like I'm ready for him. I'm ready for him because I've been waiting for this opportunity for my whole career, man. It took me 9 years to get here. Like every boxer wants to fight for world title, but not every boxer gets the chance to fight for world title and win a world title. So for me to get here, I'm not gonna let him take away the dream of mine. He's been a world champion before. He has experienced that. I haven't. So I'm not gonna let him take away that from me. He's not gonna take it away from me. I'm gonna beat him. Like when I started boxing, bro, like as an amateur, the main thing was to be in the Free State provincial team that can go to the essays, you know? Like that was the goal. And then once I made it there, I was like, okay, now I have to win the essays. I won the essays twice. And then I was like, now I want to be in the national team. I made it to the national team. And then when I turned pro, the main goal for me was to be a world champion. But I never thought that I would travel the world and stuff because I remember I would watch the guys who paved the way for me, guys like Mzonke Fana, Cassius Boloy, Philip Indo, fight overseas. I would wake up around 3 a.m. or 5 a.m. just to watch those fights. And now I'm actually here, you know. People back home they're gonna wake up early and watch me fight. It's kind of like a dream, honestly. That like I'm doing the stuff most that the old legends did. And now people back home they're gonna have to wake up and watch me fight. So it's really a good feeling, man.
And then just give us a last message for the South African boxing public ahead of the fight.
Yo, guys, we're winning. We definitely winning on Saturday. I'm not letting this opportunity slide. All the support has been amazing. I'm not taking him lightly. Just because I beat him the first time doesn't mean that I should underestimate him. This is a new fight. Same guy, but it comes with new intentions. The stakes are higher than the first fight, but I won't disappoint you guys. I'm coming for the win.
All right, so Colin, it's the day before weigh-in. Just want to get your thoughts on, how has the sort of the training in Osaka been, and everything in Lerato.
Training's been good. I mean, you and Bernie have been covering the morning runs. Like, he's been training at all hours in terms of his runs, like 3, 4, 5 in the morning, and he's done 2 boxing sessions, and that's generally how it works with Lerato. Is I don't see him fight week. Like, he just doesn't even come to the gym. We stay in touch on text, but he's been very talkative, very loose, very, just like a lot more up for this fight. I think the magnitude of this fight's obviously very significant, and there's a lot of pressure, certainly on Kameda, probably more on him, to perform given the last fight. But we're feeling the pressure. I mean, we can't say we're not feeling the pressure, but it's a good pressure. There's good vibes in the camp. Bernie's a laugh a minute. He's always entertaining. You can have your funny moments as well, I suppose. Very, very rare though. But yeah, it's just good, and it's very hot. We've been doing a lot of walking. Lerato has been hotel bound. That's generally his vibe and style anyway when we've traveled. So all in all, I'm happy the way things have gone. He's cut weight beautifully. He's on weight. He's barely done any boxing training. He's done a couple of sessions, like I said. But by and large, like, we're ready to go. So I think he's in the weight. In fact, I know he's in the weight, and we're just really, really up for this.
So, I mean, Lerato has recently taken up, nutrition, and he's studying about, his body and stuff. He seems very comfortable in this weight as opposed to normal. Do you attribute it to that, or?
That, and I think he's exceptionally professional. Bernie, myself, and you were talking about it two days ago, where we said, like, he's a very disciplined kid. And young fighters need to actually kind of like step back and take a look at Lerato. He's just the ultimate professional. Takes his body seriously, takes his career seriously. Very, like, obviously, just very meticulous about his preparations. We've trained exceptionally hard for this fight. More so for this fight than the previous fight, just because of the stakes. The stakes are high. I think at this level, it's not going to be easy. Any fight at this level, legitimately, is not easy. And he knows that. We know that. So we've prepared accordingly. We've had great sparring. The weight's good. And I just think we've covered all our bases for this contest.
What are you expecting tomorrow at the weigh-in?
I don't know. I mean, probably maybe, the father just getting loud again, and, probably. But I mean, it doesn't faze us. I mean, I'm not really worried about what he has to do or say. We're worried about our task, and our task is to win. Everyone else around are just part of the cast. The stars are the fighters. So, he can make it about himself. I don't care. Like, for me, we've come here for a job, as Bernie Pellman said a couple of days ago. We've come here for a job. We're professional, and we've come to win. That's what it's all about. I don't really care about anything else. Love the environment. We expect a bit of hostility tomorrow, if I have to be honest. But that would be in any country, and if they were coming to South Africa, it would probably be the same. So it is what it is. I think we experienced at this level, and really not fazed about it at all.
Coming out of Japan as well, you recently did a deal. Phumelela Kafu as well, recently signed to World Title Fights.
WBO, correct, yeah. So I'm very excited about that. That was in the works for the last couple of weeks. Mr. Honda and I have obviously been on comms. When Phumelela joined me, and that press release that was sent out on Boxing Scene, I sent that to Mr. Honda, and I said, look, Phumelela's now signed to me. Let's do some business. And he said to me, Colin, just give me a bit of time. And I said to Phumelela, I said, just give me a couple of months or a few months to make this happen. The opportunity came. I worked hard to get it over the line, and Phumelela wanted, we're very confident. The odds are probably stacked against us. Definitely we'll start as a massive underdog, but I feel that we're a live underdog, and I think that I think Phumelela's got the style to really cause an upset, and he's also got the pullback power to win as well, maybe even by stoppage.
I think an interesting question, maybe for those at home who are just wondering, why is it Japan, and how, or is it just coincidental that that landed like 3 in a row like this?
Yeah, it is coincidental. Also given the magnitude of the weight division that's so popular in these areas. You know, the smaller guys are very, very popular, and it's Japan is the hub of these divisions, and it just happened the way it happened. I mean, it's not like I planned this, but these opportunities just came, and then obviously we navigated. Matchroom for Sive with Yabuki and Nagoya was just, we navigated this position. Remember, Arenato was supposed to be mandatory. Then there was talks of, you know, the unification of those champions moved up, which is interesting now because Tafu's on that fight card with Taraji fighting for the WBC flyweight and Gonzalez challenging for the WBO flyweight world title. So it's just interesting the way things worked out. But it was just, yeah, to answer your question, yes, very coincidental.
Let's talk about social media. We've seen a big buzz. A lot of people have been saying, you know, South African boxing is on the rise. We're seeing, you know, opportunities, legitimate world titles. What was your opinion when you saw that?
I can't disagree. And I'm very proud of my work. I mean, I suppose that question's directed at what I've been doing behind the scenes. So, yeah, I like to think I'm quietly making some noise. You know, I work very, very hard. I don't have set hours, as you guys have known. Like, I sometimes come down to the business center, like 1 o'clock in the morning, and I'm putting stuff together. It's not a 9 to 5 job, boxing, and what we do. It's sometimes demanding odd hours, and that's what I'm prepared to do. So, you know, like, it's interesting because I still think that, like, I feel that I'm still so young and I still have so much more to do and accomplish and make a difference in fighters' lives in South African boxing. So I don't really, I mean, I was excited about the announcement this morning, but I'm thinking, okay, cool, can't wait for the fight to happen Saturday, and then let's start preparing, you know? So I just want to keep going and going and going. I can't sit back and, you know, be happy with what I'm doing. Like, I'm always wanting to do more, you know, like I'm always thinking, okay, so what's the next fight? You know, what's the next fight card? So it's just like that, you know? I've never really, I think I've told you this before, I've never really appreciated my career where I sit back and I think, wow, you know, it's just, I think it's probably part of my ADHD, you know, I just want to keep going, and my brain's always ticking. Sometimes I can't keep up with my thoughts, but yeah, so I'm obviously happy for South African boxing, but I feel that this is just the beginning.
Okay, that's awesome. And then just a final prediction for the weigh-in tomorrow. Does Lerato Dlamini come on weight and everything good?
Yeah, everything's good, and we have a fight come Saturday night.
Thank you very much, Carl.
Thank you.